So at that point, I couldn't say, which kind deep be this one? Wey club go sign person, they no go give person where im go stay. Which kind deep be this one? I just couldn't, I just didn't understand what was going on. I was like, wow, that's what they do for you. Yeah. But then, that was the only thing they had, and they told me like point blank, why? I mean, this is only what we can offer you. I mean, the man was like, it's not. I think he was trying to make me understand that. I mean, it's not in our position, no, to get you accommodation. He was making me understand that. I mean, in my head, I'm like, I wasn't trying to understand. I was like, who does that? How do you sign a player? How do you get a player to play for you? And you don't care where the person lives, you don't provide accommodation for the person. So what do you expect? I was confused because me, I think say this part of Europe, nah. But then I understood it for them, right? Because it's Malta, right? Malta is not what we thought. We used to think, one Malta na Europe, Malta na no be so it be now when like they always say who no go no, right? Now when I go now, I begin to understand say this part of Europe is different. I mean, it's just an island. It's just an island. They're just trying to build their soccer and everything to build their game. So how it happened with that day? So I ended up like taking it, right, because that was the only option and I didn't have any option. If I say make I no take them, if I say they do say I pass this money with the one give me now, I pass this one, I know my brother, I would not be doing anything for, and that was like the last days of January. Like that was like the last days of the transfer period. If you don't do anything at that time, forget it. So I was like, well, okay, make I make I take him. Since my agent don't come out himself for the so now me now it's just like more like your faith there your hand, decide anything you want to do by yourself and go with it. So I took it. Then, and you know, right, when you person just signs for club, I don't know make I even put as a person sign for club. I don't even understand. I want to put the whole but that I sign for club. I don't even understand. But then when you just get something right, you just get new club we won't play for. You supposed to like I was supposed to be excited. I was supposed to be happy. I was supposed to be like wow. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be settled. Yo, no settlement too. Nothing like that. I know I still they worry. Like my head still where I go live, where I go stay. Still in my head where I go stay. Come with the fact that they give me this, I don't even understand. I don't even know how to call this whole transfer, be this money thing of 25 euro, and it's bonus 25 euro if you guys win and if you're part of the team, right? Like if they call your name for squad, if you say that if they say your name, they the squad for this weekend game, you did the team. If you win, 25 euro. If you draw, you will 10 or 15 euro, and then if you lose, nothing. How am I supposed to survive with this? No apartment, nowhere to stay. If the team no can win, nothing, nothing. If they no draw, if they can they lose. But just thank God, right? The team they were winning. They were not really doing well, like 100%, but at least they were picking up points, winning a couple of games or picking up points, and But then, like I said, we had two foreigners, and the coach was upfront with me when at the beginning that we had two foreigners, but he's going to try and make right. So I just had to take it. So still with the whole thing of where I go still live again. But then the agent did something right. He connected me with someone. He connected me with someone that at the end of the day became the most important person to me in Malta. And he played a very vital role in my stay in Malta. And until today, he's still like he's a brother to me. He's a great. I mean, since I met that guy, he's been we connected. You know how you just meet someone for the first time, and since then it became bliss. That's how it was for me and this guy. I didn't know him from anywhere. It was only when they introduced me to him or him to me that help us help this guy. This guy no get where he go stay in the Malta. He no get where he go stay. Just help us, make him stay in your house for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, The person where we want make him stay in place, we go in that one, go don't get apartment, then we go carry on from there. He started to move me from from one place to one place. Like say I be oh well, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny that period, It wasn't funny at all. It wasn't, right? So that was how that was the one thing I said this agent did for me that time. He only so he called me and then he called me. He said, okay, there's this guy I spoke to. He's Nigerian. I spoke to him. He's from the UK, right? But I spoke to him. He has a place. He has space. He's going to accommodate you for 2 weeks, and after that 2 weeks, by prior to when the 2 weeks is going to come to an end, there's this other guy that will get signed to a club, and he's gonna get somewhere to stay, so you can go live with that person. So I was like, okay, no problem. Even with that, I was still not settled because 2 weeks from here again, I will still go here. So, but then little did I know that if I go into this space, right, of this person, it's gonna be bliss, it's gonna be rest, it's gonna be peace till right. So he said, yeah, the guy's gonna call you, right? And he said the guy's name is Latif. The guy's name is Latif. Latif Elford Ali. That's the guy's name, right? Latif is one name. Latif is a household name, right? Because if you know me from 2015 till today, you would know me with Latif because I would have mentioned Latif to you. Because if I'm talking about my journey, if I'm talking about my time in Malta, right? There is no way I would put up a story. There's no way I would tell a story. There's no way I would tell my journey in Malta without mentioning Latif, because Latif was one person, right, in Malta back then that took me. He was the only person that took me in Malta. I can't even. He was the only. Not he didn't know me from anywhere. I didn't know him from anywhere. We never met before. It was just on phone. Please help this person and this person. That was it. And he agreed to do that. And he came to pick me up. I remember he called me like, is this Randy? I was like, yeah, I'm Latif. I spoke to your agent. He said, I should. Okay, I thank you. He said, where do you live? I said, I live in Massaskala. And funny enough, we lived on the same street at that time. We were on the same street, Massaskala. It was just like I think 3 minutes walk or 4 minutes walk, right? So we lived on the same street. So we were like, okay, I'm gonna come pick you up. I want to go watch the game because he wanted to go watch the Champions League game down because they used to have like a restaurant, cafe, and all those things. So he didn't want to watch it at home. So he said he's gonna go there to watch the game. On his way back, he's gonna stop by and pick me up, and then he's gonna bring me to. I was like, okay, no problem. So I was like, okay. So he did actually. He came. He called me. He came to pick me up, and then he took me to his place. He had a big place. Then he had a 3 bedroom. It was just him, right? So right from when I got into that house, that was how I lived with Latif till Latif decided to leave Malta finally and not come back to Malta again. I was living with Latif. Mind you, it was just 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, yeah, he's going to leave you and go stay somewhere. From that 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5, 6, 1 year, 1 year, 2 years, rent free. I wasn't buying anything, food, Latif, everything in that house covered. Covered. Like this one to be say, this is not even like I didn't spend a dime. The money where those ones they give me, the bonus or whatever, I was just using it to just for the money not even reach me safe. Money no reach me. Even I want they tell me say, yeah, I go there for one country, one place you say na Europe, people say you go think am twice. The kind money they even you go try find another thing. The money no reach me. That one was I was just using that one for like personal. But Latif was covering like everything. Food, bills, it was his money, it was his salary that was going through all those things. And then he was like, he showed me he has a jar, right? There was this jar. He had euros, like one euro coin in it. So many. It was like this jar. If there's anytime you want to buy anything for the house, anytime you want to just go here, take it, just use it to buy tomatoes or what you want to cook, you want to make, just do that. Just feel free, be comfortable, and I was like, na so person they meet person, na so person they know person. That was how I knew Latif, right? And And then the person where we on the wait, say in 2 weeks, in go don't get accommodation, club go don't sign am. Accommodation no can later come out. I didn't really get that space. I didn't get the space. And then it was one time my agent called him and like, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I said 2 weeks, but we're still waiting. So, Latif would tell them, don't worry, Randy is fine. He can stay here. He's cool, everything. That was it. Even me, sometimes I'll be worried. I will ask him like, how far did my agent call you? He said, he didn't call me. Well, he would tell me like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just relax. Just like, wow. So I stayed there. I had a room. Nobody say I was sleeping in the living room. I had a room. Even that room where I get seven, that 2 beds did that room. 2 beds. I was chilling, like it was okay and everything, right? So that was how me and Latif like, and we connected. It was, it was pure. It was right. It was just like that, and it was good. I stayed with him like my entire stay in Malta. I lived with Latif. My entire stay in Malta. 2 years it was with Latif. Trust me, till he decided to leave, and that was it, right? And so I remember one time, right? This guy asked me because he knew Latif before me, right? He asked me. He was like, how do you? What's going on in the house? Like, how do you guys live? Like, how is Latif? I'm like, yeah, Latif is cool. Like, he's a nice guy. I was like, really? Oh yeah. I said, why? He was like, he's surprised though. He said because Latif would not accept anybody in his house. He said there was a guy that wanted to stay in Latif's place. He didn't even want to stay for long. He just said, maybe he will come stay maybe for the weekend. Or Latif said no. But then he's surprised that I'm staying with Latif and I'm still there till today. I was like, well, I mean, it happened. I think even there was a time he also wanted to leave, come live with Latif. He wanted to. I think Latif told him that I was there already, that I was with him, that but there's no space because I'm already there and everything. And Latif knew this guy before he knew me and actually met me. But I mean, I would just say it was just God that actually sent Latif my way because I needed it at that time. I was almost, my head was, for my mind, I can't say, I don't understand this kind of ball why they play safe. I don't even know which kind of ball be this one. My head only turned upside down, but then Latif was just like a breath of fresh air for me at that time. And to be living with Latif was really nice. And that was where I started. That was when, right? That was when I started living in Malta. I started enjoying Malta that time. Trust me, it was that time. So it was like that till the 2014, 2013, 2014 season, right? So that team, I was actually playing for the second team, the under 19s. So I was playing for the under 19s. I'm playing for the main team. You see people they play for, they give me 25 euro bonus. I they play for the two teams. So, but I was playing more. I was usually more for the under 19s, like main player and everything. And the under 19s we were doing well, winning games. We got promoted. We won the league on the 19 league that year for that section, and we got promoted like to the first to the main for the 19 league. We got promoted to the first. Yeah, they actually do that and everything. So I mean, it was good for that team, right? For the 19, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed myself. It was a nice time. The players, the yeah, and you see, if you sometimes after training, you have to wait for player where they go where they go. You leave at social place, maybe they go drop you all those kind. The boy, so the ball go tire you. The ball go tire you for more. At least at one point, the ball might tire. Say, which kind of wahala be this one, right? But then I was just still going. I was just still going. So yeah. So and then in Malta, I experienced one incident happened one time in Malta, right? I experienced racism in Malta. Yeah, I did in Malta, and I know you'll be surprised by Malta racism. Where yeah, I did. So the first game I had for the under 19, right? So that was the first game, and even my teammate they were like, boys, they were like, you want to see what you're gonna do today and everything. And the game was good. We won. I think we won 3-1 or 3-2. We won. I scored a goal. I did well. I had a nice game. I did cancel them for feed everything. And the ref, as in I had like the fouls against me were like more than 10, right? So they thought I was just, so the fans of the other team, they thought I was just falling down. And so one person just did one time because I think I was close to, at there was this incident, I was close to the fans, right? So something happened and they fouled me and I fell down. And this person just stood up. I was like, hey, get up, you're always falling down, get up, get up. So I turned and I was like, yeah, go back to your country. Yeah, go back to your country, ke. And I do like this for Malta. Wow, I was like, okay. So immediately he said, go back to your country. I was like, I go to the Pepe on today, right? So I did that. So yeah, I experienced that in Malta, but I mean, like I say, racism is everywhere. You can't really tell where. Yeah, but yeah. So that season was good. I had a nice season with, like I said, with the 19. It was perfect. It was fine. Scored a lot of goals. But then after the season, right, back to back to reality again. So after the season, Latif was to go on break, right, and also me nowhere to say. If Latif go on break, I think we go need to lock in a house, give the club the key till if he go come back, if he no go come back, oh, that one. And I need to leave the house also. So then I now had to go on break because I had to travel out of Moda also, right? I traveled out. So while I traveled out, you know, when you go for break, right, after the season, you want to go relax, you want to go enjoy. It wasn't like that for me. I don't go enjoy anything. As I did travel, before I even travel safe, when I even dey travel, till I literally had to go safe, my what was in my head was like, what's gonna happen next season? This travel why they travel so I go come back. Where I go stay? Which club I go play for again? Because definitely I'm not going to play for that. They definitely would not. I will not be there doing this, and they will not. They would not keep me. They would not keep me. I know that already because they can't. They don't have that much. Even that 25 million they give me, say, be like saying billions for them. They can't afford that budget, right? So I was thinking. I traveled. It was still in my head. Right? So when I traveled, me and Lati were still communicating, right? And he was like, he would ask me like, "What's up? What's going on? What are you gonna do?" Right? He was like, he's not sure, right? He's gonna come back to Malta, but he's like, if I'm coming back to Malta, I would let you know. Then you can come back and then we'll stay together. He told me that. So he always when I was on break, he always gives me that assurance like, don't worry. If I decide to come back to Malta, I will let you know, and then you can come back, and then we'll say, oh, like, okay, no problem. So me, I can't pray. Let Latif come back. Let him not go to any video. Let him not get another deal to any country. Let him come back to Malta. There you go. There you go. I suppose they pray make it in there, but so finally, one time he said, one time he's like, okay, he's coming back to Malta, and then he's going to be with Valletta for that season again. I was like, okay, okay. So then that was when I now decided, okay, I'll go back to Malta. I got a ticket and then I go back to Malta. We linked up again. We stayed together again. He got the same apartment. We got together again, and it was good. Like I said, we continued living, and it was still again okay. Which team? How will I get another team again? Where? So I messaged. I had to reach out to Jonathan, the guy that got me the last team. Right, Jonathan, what's up? How you doing? Do you know anybody? I'm looking. I need a team. I don't have a team. He was like, right now he doesn't know, but he will try to speak to people. So luckily, he actually got something for me, and he told me that he spoke to me about one. He spoke to one manager about me, one president about me that they're going to call me up. So they did call me up. So when they called me up, they're like, okay, um, we needed to come start doing precision with us, right, for that season. So I went to precision with them. I was doing precision, you know, the whole train, all the whole drills, you run everything, scatter, blah blah blah. So after the preseason, right? So they needed to arrange a game, more like a trial game, for them to really see me because the preseason and the training, that one is just they need to see how your ability in games because training and games are two different things. So they needed like a game, like a test game for them to actually decide. They like me already. They like me in training, what I can do and everything. Like yeah, but then they want to see in game if I can actually do the same thing. All right, no problem. So now that time, this agent where I never hear from since when sef, since I travel or since that time where I deal with Latif, wey him just call one time tell Latif, I never hear from am. It was that period he now called me. How far? How you doing? Where you still dey Malta? I still dey Malta. Well, okay. So I don try get one team for you. I come say He say yes. He say their second division. He said you go with them, you try with them. If they like you, they can give you an apartment and they can give you money also and whatever, right? Then I had to explain to him. I was like, oh bro, so e get one team wey I dey follow do preseason. Where somebody link me. I don't follow the do preseason. And then They don't arrange game where I go play, where they want to try me to see and everything. We He was like, which division? I said, then they third division. He said, third division. You want play third division? We nothing there, they way money. Third division, we no go feed do your paper, all those kind of thing. I say, well, bros, nah, because for me, it was just like I can't just make that move. I can't switch like that, right? Because I've been here with these guys like for a month, preseason and everything. I've been here, and then they want to see this. I need to do this trial, right? So I'm not saying that. What if I live there now? I can't go this place. This one no can work. I won't be able to come back, right? But I wasn't. I wasn't. That wasn't even the main. It was for me like it was more of like loyalty for me because loyalty is a big thing for me, right? Because I've given them my words. I'm with you guys. Okay, I will say it out and everything. So it was like, okay, anything where you want to do, no problem now. If you say now that people won't go, well, all well and good. That was it. So I said, okay, no problem. So I spoke to this team. Right? I told them, I was like, and I was open to them. I told the president because me and the president we were because he was the one that wanted to get me. So I told the president, I was like, see what is going on. See what my agent got me. He wants me to go here. Let me go here. And the president said, no, don't go. Stay here. We'll have a game. Play this game and then we'll see. Then it was like, what team is that? He said, don't mind me. So he was trying to tell me how it is in Malta. How is it? I know he was just trying to like make me stay with him. He was like, don't go. And Malta is a very small place. If I go there, something happen or it doesn't work out, and I want to come back there because I'm going to miss the game they set already for me. They already set a game, a preseason game, like a match, a trial match. If I miss that game, I won't be able to, right? So he is trying to convince me and everything, but then my mind was actually with them. To be honest, my mind was with them. Though it wasn't like there's any big thing they promised to give me. They haven't even decided what to give me, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna stick with this guy. And then we had the game and I went. The game was good. I did well after the game. Presidency. The next day we are going to get your papers from where from we had Victoria brought to you, right? Yeah, I have people there. I will call them the next day. I'm going to Victoria. I'm going to get papers. The next day we'll registering you. We'll put in you. Everybody they find. Okay, so how much? What are we talking about? So we now said, okay, we'll have a meeting. So we'll have a meeting. So they said they're going to be giving me. I think they said it was 220 euro every month, right? In my head, I'm like, nah, wow, no accommodation still. Mamma mia, no accommodation still. See, they say, your friend. So he was trying to. He say, you stay with your friend. Like, is it good? I say, yeah, it's okay. He said because we are a small club, but this is what we're giving you every month. I say, still no accommodation. I said, okay. Latif is not complaining. I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, I could stay there. But then 220 every month. He said, yeah, we're going to give you that. And then your papers will go. Then I was telling them my papers because I think I still had my visa, right? I came in with. It's a 1 year visa, but I haven't converted it to residence permit. So I told them about that one also, that this thing you need to do it for me. They say, yeah, they're going to do it. We're going to go to the immigration. We're going to do this form for you. We're going to give you. Okay. Okay, so I said no problem. I agree, I accept. So I accept and I agreed to stay with the team. And I was with the team and yeah, we got going. So when they wanted to do the residence permit, right? When they saw how much they were gonna spend to do the residence permit, insurance, this, that, and my money dropped. They dropped my money from 220 a month to how much did they say? Was it 100 euro a month? How much? That's yeah, very tower. Ah, they say, well, because, and at that time, to be honest, at that time, right, I was doing well, but I wasn't scoring goals because I was like an attacker for that team. I wasn't really scoring goals. I was doing everything where I was still, so, but that one, it now made them to say, we signed this guy because he get where he go reach, you go play everywhere. They say that they fight striker, you go play, you go be striker, you go convert yourself. Now, football, you go be utility player. They say they need striker because now let striker go chop. Because they want you to score. Can't score goal. Score goal make they win, make they now it is the fine. They no care what they do. It's not like they will give you massive money for that or they will give you big money. It's just to you understand. So I wasn't really scoring goals, and but I was doing everything. I was working. I was, yeah, in the for feed I be Jackie, I feed balls all his strength, but the goal was not coming. So they did the paper for me. They got me on my resident permit. But then it was like, we're gonna be giving you 100 a month because we did all this, spent all this money to do this for you. You see how it was. Like, there was no option. So whatever it is they give you, you will take. That is it, because you don't have any option. I said, okay, no problem. So then I played the season with them, and so at a point, and I had to come back to the role I really enjoyed playing as a midfielder in that team. That was when the football started. They were like, they now started asking me, are you a midfielder? Are you a striker? Are you a midfielder? Are you a striker? So now football, now we'll play the way we'll find ourselves now, because it was really good, right? I remember when we went to play one game, but the thing is that at that the level of the third division, it wasn't as the commitment from the players, right? It wasn't too. I mean, you wouldn't expect more because it's a third division team, right? You wouldn't expect more, but you would think like they would take football serious, but because for them they play football and they work, so they have the other job. Football don't even give them anything; they just come. Some of them don't even call anything; they just come to while away time. But unlike we will be saying, I would still carry us from our country, come with the play, right? So yeah. But I remember one game we went to play one game. We play like it was the whole team wasn't really doing well. So it was me and everything. And the coach called me. He gave me 20 euros. He said, take, go get yourself after when you get home, get yourself a drink and everything. Like you eat, because he saw that it's just only you like being professional in the team, doing your best in the team, like giving you 100% and everything. These other guys that I mean, so that was what. And then he asked me, was like, don't you have anybody that could take you to the second division or the first division? Because this is not, you're way above this. You're way above. He told me that. I remember Coach Louis Fatchwell. He told me, so you don't have anybody. I was like, I have one agent, but was like, because you need to be above this place. You need to be above this place. So yeah, but then it was nice at that time. I enjoyed my time with Calcara, right? I enjoyed my time there. It was good, and everything. And then after the season, right, after the 2014 and 2015 season again, break, right? You need to move, you need to travel. But then that was the last time. That was Latif's last season in Malta. Yeah, and that was the time also I decided to go somewhere else, to go try somewhere before. Yeah, and then that was it. So I mean, Malta wasn't really like, and Malta is no way you would take a young player, promising young player, to go start up his career, right? It's Malta is more like when you're done playing, when you just then you yeah. But then if you have a very young player that is good and you take him somewhere else, like very very football, where they have high standard of football. But then I won't complain. I think for me it's just part of life process. For me, it's just part of everything. It's not. It's just I just have to go through that moment and just live with it and whatever. I mean, it's. But yeah, but above all, like I said, Latte was my main highlight in Malta, right? The time I had with him it was amazing. He made me find comfort and happiness in Malta. Without Latif, I don't think I'll ever find that, because he made me find that. He made me get that in Malta. Living with him, we were like brothers. We were cool. We were doing, going out, relaxing. Cool, make food, we eat. Everything. And they also had other people too. I was living like that came also. There was Hamza. There was Yomi. There was Raheem. Right? We had. It was just fun. It was just fun. It was just fun. Honestly. Yeah. So that's just my times of Malta, right? That's just my times of Malta. I just wanted to put it out here. That's it was okay. It was okay. Yeah.